close this out with Mississippi State.
Okay.
Mississippi State 0-8 in the SEC, 2-10 overall, and over-under this year of 3.5 games. It was Jeff Lebby's first year in the SEC. It was, I think, tied for the program's worst record in 36 years. So not a great start, but not unexpected, given the context. Now the question is, in my view, can the defense improve enough to at least keep them in games?
Yeah. Do they have like open tryouts in the sociology building?
Yes.
They're posting flyers? Yeah.
Don't. It sort of undermines everything that I think we know this guy can build offensively. He is an offensive-minded coach, but you got to have the defense there. The defense was historically bad last season. It was the 9th worst nationally, the 3rd worst in the Power 4, and things like defensive EPA per play, blah, blah, blah. Now they've got a brutal schedule again. So I think the expectation is that there will be some improvement because last year was so bad. But how much, and is it going to be enough to get them to 4 wins given this schedule? It's a really, really tough road. I think if the program as a whole, it's going to be at least another 2 to 3 years of rebuilding before they can get back to a point where we feel good about them, maybe challenging for a bowl and that type of thing. We look at the team outside of the schedule. Blake Shapen is coming back. He had off-season shoulder surgery. He should, to some extent, stabilize the quarterback position. I think overall, the team has more depth. I think overall, we've got a little bit more coaching experience now, given the fact that they've basically had 1 year to see what this thing could be.
Yeah.
But outside of the defense, outside of the schedule, it's really just a matter of, can they find some way to get a little bit more traction, Dan? I like Fluff Bothwell. He is my dude.
Okay.
Right? He is the running back who comes over. They should be really strong in the running back room.
Okay.
I think the running back room is probably the undeniable strength of this team. But offensive line had to bring in 9 transfers.
Yes.
Because they were so bad a year ago. They allowed a sack on 10% of their passes.
Yikes.
They were bad at pass protection. They were bad at getting any kind of push up front.
And the quarterback who took some of those sacks is gone. An MVB.
Michael Van Buren, MVB, backup now at LSU. So I don't hate the quarterback. I love the running back room, actually. But I don't know about the line. They lost 3 of their 4 top wide receivers, including Kevin Coleman, who I mentioned earlier, transferred to Mizzou. Had a bunch of guys transferring in. If they could just focus on the run and get more out of the line, I think they'd be okay. But I think kind of taken in context here, if you look at the whole operation on offense, I got some real questions about if they can even get to that level of balance.
Okay. Everything you said is correct. They have a fun sandwich type schedule. If they're a wild card and some of these transfers on both sides of the ball work out and Blake Shapen stays healthy, they're going to need to win a lot of these games 41-38. It's going to be a very specific manner in which they're winning these games. Because even with transfers on defense, I'm not there. I got to see something. I think if they ascend to that like system offense, transfers come through, Blake Shapen stays healthy, schedule is opportunistic for them to get a couple, you're still talking 5-7, likely.
5-7.
I'm laying
out.
If
they go 5-7, Jeff Lebby is coach of the year, Dan.
Yes, I know. I was laying out a number of things that I'm laying out bullet points, a long list of bullet points here.
I got you.
It's one of those things that's interesting too, because Mississippi State is a clear program that can win games as a program, can be a threatening, dangerous team as a program. Multiple coaches have been at Mississippi State in the last 10, 15 years. But it also feels like a place where you really need to be patient. You really need to nail in-state recruiting. You really need to nail transfers. You really need to give a coach time. And this doesn't feel like a time in college football in the SEC.
Well, it isn't. It should be, though, at Mississippi State.
It should be at Mississippi State.
It should be.
But you're balancing like the expectation that you beat Ole Miss, not often, but every so often, that you are at least somebody to be feared. You've got a great home field advantage. every so often in the SEC, that you should be able to find NFL caliber players up front on defense pretty often. And Jeff Lebby has no choice, right? Because of how bad they were. They need to become competent at many more places on this roster. And the only way you can do that is by hoping for the best in the portal. And so that's not a long-term way of thinking, which is what they need.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a challenge. It's absolutely a challenge for this team.
Yeah.
I honestly think that week 1 against Southern Miss, of all teams, that's going to determine whether they have a realistic shot at the over, which is 3.5. It's the lowest in the SEC.
Right.
But that's it, man. I mean, this is a tough slate for a team in this position. The games that I look at and I say, wow, maybe they could win: Southern Miss, Alcorn State, Northern Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
But Vegas gave you that little hook because they're looking at the rest of the thing just like you and I are, and we're saying maybe at Arkansas. But everybody else looks significantly better than where Mississippi State's at this year. Arkansas
has Auburn the week before. So tough. Maybe letdown spot. The game's at home.
Man, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, again, there are pieces here that I like, but there are glaring deficiencies that I can't overlook.
I'm right there with you.
It's going to take a little bit. Let's have some patience.
Yep.